Hola. Hallo. Hola. Bitte. It's 9 a.m. here in Los Angeles, and it is White History Month. And who can I have on White History Month but a white history hero, Omar, Third Rail with Omar, who will be joining me shortly, okay? I just have to get my intro going. I'm live on multiple platforms. Thank you, guys. It's Thursday, the 24th of July, 2025 AD, and I will be talking with Third Rail with Omar. You can find him on YouTube as third_rail is his handle on YouTube. And I will be live on, he's also on X, the Comforter _1. And you can also find him on TikTok. I believe it's tiktok.com/@thirdrailomar is one of the places where you can find him. TikTok. I'm on TikTok. I'm not that active. I'm probably more known on Third Rail Omar's TikTok than my own, or even JLP's TikTok. Nice. So what is up, everybody? I just want to get confirm that everything is going, and it seems to be. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Anchor Baby, helping to put this thing together. He helps me get set up on and then I can ride off on my training wheels. It's terrible. So wait. Let me just see. Macros. Boom. No. Boom. Yeah. Sweet. All right. So we're going to quick disclaimer, of course. The views expressed on this show by both Hake and Omar, who will be joining, do not reflect Hake. I don't even represent myself, because there's stuff I don't know. I don't say it right. I'm joking a lot of the time, and it's not that serious, and various things like that. And plus, sometimes I get heated, and if I'm heated, then it doesn't mean it. Then I really go off the deep end. I turn into a liberal like you guys in the snake pit, the scum of the earth. Okay, nice. Yes, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan died, breaking news. Maybe cardiac arrest or something. Medics went to his house in Florida, according to if I remember correctly, on far left, not that far left, but kind of extremist TMZ. Yeah, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. But now, again, about the views expressed on this show, take it all with a grain of salt, because I don't know. You definitely don't know. Based on, some of these people say some things. Some people say something. And then Omar, he doesn't lie. He's never lied to me, he says. But he may not know either. Like, people believe lies, okay? So chill out, all right? Don't get me sued like Candace Owens is getting herself sued because she's making some assertion about Emmanuel Macron's wife, who is obviously a woman. So obvious. But certain people, competitors of mine, are making claims. They think everybody's a man. Hulk Hogan, R.I.P., and Macron. I like Macron, actually. Not so much his wife. She's kind of cute for an older lady, but it doesn't seem totally, natural. But anyway, that's not the point. It doesn't matter. And you're going to get yourself sued over it? Please. So, oh man, I have to open up my whole thing. Okay, let's see. 20. Oh, wait, hey, I think I hear my guest. Third rail with Omar, are you there?
Yes, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing fine. Thank you, sir.
I'm glad to hear you.
Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, I love joining you. I look forward to it.
Right on, man. Happy White History Month to you. I don't know if you're
That's
aware.
right. Happy to the whites. I'm considered white by American law under the Constitution.
That's
Uh,
true. That's partly
yeah,
why I said it to you. A lot of
yeah,
Arabs are you considered Arab?
yeah. I'm Arab, but in 1909, the United States Supreme Court recognized us as white people. So,
Nice.
let me go back a little bit.
Right on,
Uh,
man. So the
uh,
Supreme Court, this, the Supreme
yeah,
Court. I thought it was
yeah.
the
Look it up.
FBI. Right on, man.
No,
I'm
I'm
fine
gonna
with it.
give.
Hey,
I'm gonna give you the history if you want.
we accept you.
We love the whites. We love the whites.
Yeah. Zoom out on yourself. There's perfect. Right there. That's
All right,
perfect.
good.
You look
All
great.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Okay, so White History Month hero. I called you a hero, actually.
That's right. I'm one of the pioneers of the white pioneers. I conquered Arabia for the whites.
That's awesome, man. I mean, white on white crime is so common. The Asians are fighting, Southeast Asians are fighting one another. Whites fight
Yeah.
one another. Arabs fight one another. It's just
Chri-
people are
Yeah,
evil.
Christians are fighting each other in Ukraine and Russia.
That's true.
Orthodox, both Orthodox. So
Wow.
unbelievable, these
Yeah.
weapons, these military industrial complex.
You
They need
wanted to,
money.
you wanted to touch on the Epstein thing. So
Oh, you have to. That's the.
everybody wants
Are
to.
we on
Not
fully,
everybody.
or am I just?
No,
No, we're not.
I'm actually gonna get started with the show here. I want to give our little intro, but um,
Yeah.
Omar of the third underscore rail on YouTube. Again, all right. The Comforter underscore one on, no, X. The Comforter underscore one on X. And all one word, third rail Omar on TikTok. Just once again. But anyway, guys, let's just get right on with the. Oh, hold on. Let me just make sure that this is not too loud. That would have been loud. Show!
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la.
Hey, guys!
Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la.
So, how you guys doing? I am fine. And I'm pleased to have with me my guest, Third Rail with Omar. By the way, I'm wearing my I Love Boomers t-shirt. Omar is wearing his signature New York swag.
Yep.
And
That's right.
and by the way, you can get your I Love Boomers t-shirt on thehakereport.com and then go follow the link to my Printify, my shop, hake.printify.me, right? Nice. So Omar, you want to talk about this thing
Yeah.
that a lot of people are sick of it. I kind of am sick of
Shouldn't
it.
you shouldn't be sick of it, my
I
brother.
shouldn't be sick of Epstein.
No, because it was a Republican brand. The children are being caballed, eaten by Hillary Clinton's. The
True.
Pizzagate, you guys drove us crazy for the last 20 years about children. All of a sudden, the
Yeah.
ball is in your court. We hear nothing. We don't see nothing because there's a lot of us in that list, and we don't want to know. And our big white hope, what's his name? The big,
Our greatest president, the great
yeah, the
White
greatest
Hope.
president in history is on the list. Yes, he is.
You
On
think
the
he's
list.
on this
Of
what
course, he's
list?
on the. I have never seen him do that. I mean, he's a straight shooter. All of a sudden, really, are people still talking about that? I said, come on, we have floods in Texas. Why are we talking about? Yeah, we're talking about it because you've been telling us Bonanza, whatever his name, Bonango, whatever his name is, cockeyed Patel. all the administration have built their brand on Epstein on and Democrats cabal. You know, all of a sudden you have to release it and you embarrass yourself, and it is shameful that we should not be running cover for people. Are we on or what?
You were
We
on. We're
should.
on. Hey,
We
I'm
should
just
not
showing
be.
you only right now.
Oh, I'm so handsome.
Oh yeah.
We don't want to be seen as protecting the elites who abuse young women, and we should bring everybody to who no matter who, Clinton, anybody in the. I don't trust the elites.
Right.
The island was an espionage. It was a honey bud. What do you call a honey bud?
A honeypot.
Even yeah, even his villa's color is in the Israeli flag, white and blue. It was so obvious, so obvious. And this guy, you know, the guy Leon Rock, he's one of these big, richest capitalist ventures. He gave $150 million. When they asked him for it, he said, "Well, he gave me good economic advice." What kind of advice is from a dropout for $150 million? Huh?
I don't know, man.
Well, the president has a responsibility to let the list out, let it fall where it may fall. Let us be the judge as Americans. We're able to read and write.
So you don't believe Pam Bondi and the DOJ when they say that there is no list?
Well, she said about a month ago that it was on her desk. She had a truckload of information.
Files. Yeah, information. Yeah, the information was on her list, and so she assumed, I guess, maybe that the list included that was included.
Hake, you're a Christian man. Don't run any cover for these people. These people are no good.
It's not that I'm running cover. I don't. Yeah. I personally, I agree with you. A woman like Pam Bondi, it should not be there. It should have been Matt Gaetz or somebody.
Yeah, I like Matt Gaetz, man. I love that guy because of his Israeli stance, man. That man is great. Let me tell you something, Hake. What's her name? Bondi? It sounds like from the Married with Children. She was the district attorney of Florida.
Right.
Where all the I mean, there's a lot of connection here.
But what happened in Florida? What's the problem with Florida?
That's where all the shenanigans was going. He had a mansion there, and he was arrested, and they send him to a weekend jail. He used to come in whenever he wants, leave whenever he wants.
Nice.
And Costco, the last labor secretary for the United States, was the attorney general for the federal government there. He said, "I was told he's an intelligent asset," whatever it was. He said that.
So somebody said that on the JLP show today, and I hadn't heard this before. So you're saying that one of the prosecutors, what's the name of the prosecutor?
Kosatsko. He was the Secretary of Labor in the last administration for Trump. And he was the Attorney General for the feds, the Southern Florida, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if they give these names.
Yeah.
He gave him a sweetheart deal.
But prosecutors have sometimes said stuff that turns out not to be true.
Yeah, but he had no reason to lie. He had no incentive to lie.
Sure, he did. If you're a prosecutor and you want a case brought to the court, you're going to say you may overstate your case.
Yeah, but he gave.
And not that I'm saying that he would lie, but he may not know. He may just assume, because a lot of people are assuming because of different connections. Like what's her name's dad was Mossad or something like that.
Oh, Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell's dad was Mossad or something.
If you know Robert, I know his history. He was like the Rupert Murdoch of England. He had all these tabloids, all these newspapers, but he was a Mossad agent.
Okay.
And then he was stealing the pensions of all his workers. And when he got exposed, I was young. I used to read in the New York Post. He was supposed to buy the Daily News at that time. And all of a sudden, he went on his yacht and he fell overboard. I don't think he fell. They just took him to Israel. And they just let him. He was old. He was a garbage. He was a piece of. I know this is a family show, but he was a thief.
I don't know. I hadn't heard that story. It may or may not be true.
No, what I told you. I will never come on your show and just lie.
Right, but you may believe a lie and repeat a lie.
I lived it.
Possibly.
I lived it when it happened. And
Okay.
I knew it as a young guy, as a young kid. I said, "Nah, that sounds a little fishy." If you're under investigation for stealing all the pensioners' money and you're going broke, all of a sudden you go out and you just trip and fall into the Atlantic Ocean, it doesn't make no sense. They just took him to Israel. They took him to Israel and they said he died. That's all.
That's interesting. So this guy, you're talking about Ian
Yeah.
Robert Maxwell,
Yeah, he changed his
MC,
name
whatever
a lot.
MC is,
Yeah, he
Military
changed his name a
Cross.
lot. He was a war hero.
He was born Yad Ludwig Hyman Binyamin Hoch.
Sounds like cheese, right? Let's just eat it.
2023. Come on, don't make that's. Well, anyway, died in 1991. Czechoslovakian-born British media proprietor of Jewish descent, escaped Nazi occupation of his native country in the Czech Republic, Czechoslovakia, or whatever. Joined the army in exile, the Czechoslovak army in exile during World War II. So he's the one who. This is the guy who's. Okay, wait.
Yeah,
He led a flamboyant lifestyle, typical immigrant, very flamboyant. No offense, but living in Oxford, flew in his helicopter, luxury yacht, the Lady Ghislaine, named after his daughter, Ghislaine Maxwell. Litigious. He sued a lot of people. Litigious people. I know some people who know some people who are litigious. Often embroiled in controversy. In '89, he sold a successful business, Permagon Press, to cover his debts. In 1991, as you mentioned, his body was discovered floating in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
Apparently fell overboard from his yacht. He was buried in Jerusalem. Yeah. Wow. So his publishing empire collapsed.
They gave him a state funeral.
Whoa. Well, I mean, isn't that honorable, I guess?
Yeah, he's a traitor.
I don't know, man. I don't see anything traitorous. It doesn't. The Wikipedia article doesn't mention, at least at the very intro of it, doesn't mention corruption and scamming like you mentioned. But embroiled in controversy suggests that maybe there was something there. Anyway, so that was his. But that doesn't mean that Epstein. That doesn't mean Ghislaine or Epstein were involved in anything. And this doesn't say that. Wait, I thought that she said that he was Mossad. I thought
he was Mossad. Yeah.
What? Let me see.
They're not going to say it on Wikipedia.
But Wikipedia is the truth.
No, the Mossad, they write the Wikipedia. I have a video of the Prime Minister of Israel said you have to work on Wikipedia and change the what do you call it, the public relation of Israel.
I agree with. Okay, well, I agree that Wikipedia has a bias.
I donate $2 a month, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a good American. Man. I donate to St. Jude's and $19. I think they gave me a sweater or blanket one time. So.
Let me search Mossad in this article.
Yeah.
Mossad. People of the Mossad. He is listed among the people of the Mossad, but let's see. Mossad allegations. Allegations, by definition, do not have proof, right? Something like that?
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're saying that he was almost certainly financed by Russia, somebody claimed. Oh, Lord. What a mess. Okay, well, whatever.
Don't you notice every scandal we have, there's always a Jewish person in it? I mean, it's like these guys can't sit down one day and take a rest and let the people just move on. Let us have our own scandals. Let us have our own scandals once in a while.
Well, it's kind of like, it's maybe not every time. It's kind of like when there's robberies or assaults, oftentimes it's a black. No, it's just what they excel at or whatever.
This is the problem we have. A black guy is going to mug an old lady for $50 on the subway, but these Jewish financiers will steal $150 billion and go home.
But that's just their station in life. There's honest ones and dishonest ones.
What I'm saying, remember Lewinsky, Monica Lewinsky, that fat lady? She ate everything in the world, but she could not keep those things in her mouth. She had to put them on her dress and blackmail. Bill Clinton was being blackmailed by Netanyahu. It's a fact. She ate everything.
She wasn't that fat. She was. Well, she was mildly attractive.
No, she was obese. But the problem is, hey, she ate everything. She never dropped a small.
But I don't want to hear that. That's a bit vulgar, man.
No. This is just you know what I'm talking about because you're just talking, mind games here. Yeah. She ate everything. Never dropped a small piece of food or bread out of her mouth. But that time, all of a sudden, she couldn't hold anything.
What's your point about that, Monica Lewinsky?
What I'm saying, well, they blackmailed her. They were trying to get Jonathan Pollard, the Israeli spy, the Jewish spy who spied for he was a Navy for the United States, and he spied for Israel. and he took all the Navy secrets to Israel, and Israel gave them to Russia during the Cold War. We're in a tug of war with Russia, and Israel is selling our secrets, giving away our secrets to Russia. Telling you, man, they're not our friends.
Oh,
Look at Jonathan Pollard. He was a spy. He was a Navy man, and he was for 30 years in jail. And
some of them
Netanyahu-
are. Some of them are our friends. I think Bibi is our friend.
Oh no, he's not your friend. He's using you. He's killed your children. Yeah, come on, man. I don't
How did he
understand.
kill my children?
Well, white America, your children went to fight in Iraq because he lied. It was his game plan.
I don't think it was his lie alone.
Yes, it was. It was called the clean slate policy. They started this in 1996. How they're going to destroy all these countries, Israel, and they're going to use the United States as their good goy. You understand? You have to free the United
I
States.
still say Bibi's our friend. I get that. I get that he may want
How could you-
war
how
more
could
than we
you
do.
call-
Yeah,
How
go
could
ahead.
you call a war criminal your friend? I think that you, as a good Christian, you should not call the man is responsible. He's starving people to death.
David
100
killed-
people are- he's
David
starving them
killed
to
tens
death.
of thousands of people.
No, hey, I mean, this is so criminal that in front of our eyes in 2025, we're letting this pass
Yeah.
because Israel is a Jewish state. He is deliberately starving 2 million people. The children are dying. Kill them with bombs. You kill them with bombs. You did everything you
Do
can.
you know
and
how?
now
Do you know how Hamas could stop that?
Oh, yeah, I know. This is a talking point. Release the hostages.
Right, and surrender.
And surrender
Give
and
up.
let them kill you. Yeah, and give your neck to them. This is not. This is.
Or
they
just,
don't want
or
the
just if they just
hostages.
stopped fighting
They're
and
not
ran away
fighting
and ran away. They don't.
Israel-
Let's say you're right. I can sympathize with Hamas people not wanting to
Don't
get
sympathize.
executed.
Sympathize with the Palestinians. Forget
I
about
am.
Hamas.
I am.
Hamas.
Okay. I sympathize with the Palestinians and a little bit
Yeah.
with Hamas because you're right. They no who in their right mind wants to surrender and to sure execution. Nobody wants to surrender just to be executed. So then just run away though. They could run away maybe. They could stop
All
fighting,
the
run
whole,
away, go into
no,
hiding.
Gaza is a siege from all over. You see, you have to deal with facts in life. These are Zionist talking points. All they have to do. Israel has killed.
I know,
more
but the point is,
Israel
Israel's
has
not
killed-
the only one. Israel is not the only reason that those people are starving in Gaza.
It is. The United States is helping. It's complicit.
Yeah, and then
Israel
also
and
Hamas is
England
part of
and
the problem,
England and Germany
and the Palestinians themselves.
Palestinians are fighting for their right to self-determination. Every
So
people.
they either want self-determination or to eat.
Well, I mean, right now you're not giving them anything. They're trying to get them out.
Right.
I mean, they already killed most of the so-called Hamas leaders.
Yeah.
You have to understand the whole idea that Israel has killed more of its hostages than the Hamas by bombing them to death. They've been bombing all over the place. They
Yeah.
have killed more than 50. Their own. You really think they care about the hostages? They killed 1,200 Israelis during the October 7th with the Hannibal Doctrine. And everybody knows it. I mean, the only
What's
thing
the
I find.
What's the Hannibal Doctrine?
Well, the Hannibal Doctrine is that Israel will not leave any hostages. It will kill its own people, then let them be taken hostages, and harass. The Jewish newspaper in Israel said it. All the newspaper in Israel said it that it was put into place. The Hannibal Doctrine, and the proof is the spokesman was. You can hear me good?
I can. Yes.
You can't. Okay.
Yes.
The spokesman was on the MSNBC, and the anchor was saying, "Well." They said only 1,200 people were dead at that time. They said, the anchor said, "Did you say it was 1,400?" He said, "No, we did a DNA test on all the burned bodies, 1,400, and 200 belongs to Hamas." Now, any illogical person will ask the question, why will Hamas burn its own people? 200. The problem is when the Israeli collapsed, the military collapsed that day. They came with the Apache helicopters, Hellfire missiles, and they just killed everybody. You could see the burned cars. You have like 200-300 burned cars at that festival. They don't have that kind of weaponry. Hamas to burn all those cars at once. Yeah, see, I have COPD, so sometimes my breathing gets in the place.
Oh, no worries, man.
Yeah, I used to smoke 20 years ago. Kids don't smoke, never smoke.
Right
So
on.
this is the whole idea. I mean, we are here. The most amazing thing is when I see like evangelist Christians are so brainwashed. Well, we have to serve. We have to serve Israel because These are not God's children. These are converts from Ukraine. They are not
But
Jewish.
that's irrelevant. That's
I am more Jewish than they are. I am more Jewish than they are, and I'll take because I'm from the Himyar kingdom, which ruled Arabia, was a Jewish kingdom, and we are the descendants of them. It's a known fact. But the whole
interesting.
idea is that Israel is the Zionist project is collapsing, and you see the viciousness of it, and its murderous behavior is a symptom of it's not accomplishing what it set out to do, and it will eventually collapse because you're not going to kill 200, 300,000 people and stay in the same neighborhood. You cannot just, you cannot just bomb the whole, or shoot at all the neighbors' houses and say, why I'm not invited to the neighbor's party, pool party, whatever it is. So I need you people to understand the Hake Nation is that Netanyahu is not your friend. Israel is not your. A matter of fact, the CIA, when the WikiLeaks report were leaked, they said the CIA and American intelligence see Israel as more dangerous to American security than any other nation.
That's interesting because
They spy on us.
because the intelligence came up with white supremacists are the biggest threat
Yeah, we love the whites.
on our nation.
love
So
the
they're going
whites.
after Israel and the whites.
Well,
Not that
the
I'm taking
whites-
sides. Okay, so you mentioned this stuff about the war crimes and stuff. I don't know what the
Yeah.
truth is about that. And
You
so
should know the truth. You don't have to just read. That's all you got to do.
I know, but I feel like
Look.
I feel
No,
like
that's-
reading won't tell me the truth either.
Well, you look at your eyes when they're shooting at people getting food every day, 30, 40
It's
people.
their fight, and I get that we're funding it, but I'm
Yeah,
not
20
personally funding it.
Well,
But
yes, you are. Your taxes. You pay taxes in California.
yeah, I know, but it's not my choice. Is my point.
That's the
And so
problem.
I just shrug my shoulders about it. I wish both sides well. I wish all involved well.
The problem is there is
But-
no both sides.
Okay,
You
how
have
about
a-
this though?
you have a
You're
kind of-
acting like Israel is so murderous, and they may be. Many of them,
They are.
many of them, I'm sure are because people are murderous. But it's kind of acting. It's kind of leaving out that the Muslim side, or many of them, are murderous as well.
Nobody's an angel, but
Yeah.
no. But they haven't killed 20,000 children in 2 years.
That's
no
because they're
Muslim nation has done
incapable of
that.
it.
Well, I mean, they are capable.
It's
of it.
kind of
Yeah,
like women saying men hurt women more than women hurt men physically, right? It's only
I don't
because
know.
men are stronger. Women are still more violent. It's just that men are more effective.
TikTok is going to hate you for that. I'm going to put it on TikTok. Last time you had a lot of hate.
So-
a lot of hate coming towards you.
Israel is like the man who is like violent, and the Palestinians are like the woman who are more violent, but they're just weak. They're just ineffective.
They don't have a backer who give them 24 hours of weapons and the money and your time. They don't have that. Give them weapons. I will
I
bet
don't want
you
either.
the Israeli.
I hope you do put this on
The
TikTok.
Israeli. No, I don't know. I do the clipping and it puts it on. Last time
Nice.
I got like 50,000 on each video.
Right on.
It was weird, but you had a lot of hate. They're like, "Who's this guy? Why is he saying this? He's so
Nice.
misinformed." So the whole idea is that I would bet you any amount that the Israeli soldier is a coward by nature. They don't want to fight a ground war. That's
You
why they're
mentioned
destroying
that.
everything. They are
But
cowards.
isn't
They
that
can't-
smart? Because you mentioned the
It's not
Hannibal
smart,
Doctrine, and the Hannibal Doctrine is about protecting their soldiers, right?
to kill them? They got to kill them.
Oh, they kill their own?
All their
Prevent the
citizens
capture of Israeli soldiers by
Yeah, by
enemy
what?
forces.
by killing them.
By killing them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are evil people.
Okay,
This
well,
is-
but isn't that
This is the
interesting?
synagogue. This is the synagogue of Satan, like it
I
says in the
disavow that.
Bible.
That's
It
a.
is.
I disavow the
is.
Bible.
It says that in the Bible.
I
That's what
know.
I mean, I didn't say that. I didn't
Yeah,
say
I know,
that.
but
The Bible.
it doesn't just apply to Jews, actually.
Well,
It
these
just-
are not
It
Jews.
applies. I mean, it doesn't just apply to those who claim they are Jews.
Yeah,
because
the
there's people
Ashkenazis
who
are not.
claim there's people who claim to be for God, but they hate their fellow man, and they hate Jews, and they're synagogue of Satan too. But anyway,
the murder of children.
can't you sympathize and understand that
I
they
cannot
wouldn't want to?
sympathize.
Okay, but look at how much killing.
If the Palestinians, listen, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
If the Palestinians were killing Jewish babies and children, I would be on the side of the Jewish children.
Nice.
I don't want innocent people should not die.
But
You
they
could-
just do. It's
Israel,
a fact of life.
no, hold on. Israel is lying. Israel attacked Lebanon, and it did it so precise. It was hitting people in their floor.
Wow.
There's a building's 10th floor. It will kill you in the 6th floor. They attacked Iran with
And no
200
collateral damage.
no civilians, no death. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, you have this area is 25 miles by 5. It's like Manhattan, the size of Manhattan. They have no real army. They have no navy. They have and you have to destroy 90% of their houses. They bulldoze the cemeteries. All the cemeteries have been bulldozed. They're trying to erase all memory of that area to Palestinians. In the end, they might succeed of taking it, and we might bring the Palestinians to South Dakota or North Dakota here. You guys could have them then.
Dang, terrible.
I'm
Okay, I'm
saying,
against
this is
Israel
it.
now.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
let's
gonna
get to
happen,
some.
yeah.
I want to get to a few calls with the lines are filling up. Thank you guys for holding.
I'm getting love or hate. How would they say?
Both. Let's get to Lucas out of California, who's on the line here. Lucas, you're live with Third Rail Omar. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Hake?
Hey.
What's up, Omar?
Happy White
What's
History
up, my
Month.
brother? How are you?
Oh, happy White History Month. Is it
Yeah.
okay if I talk about America, or do we have to?
Of
talk about
course.
other
No,
countries?
you can talk. You can talk about
About everything.
No, yeah, but
what you like.
Omar, you said in the beginning, I think, if I heard you right, but I'll just ask you, why do you think Trump? Why do you think Trump said, "Hey guys, like, who cares about the Epstein files? Where you guys still like,
Good question.
like all of them? Why do you think? Why do you think Trump did that?
Well, yeah. Well, you have to use logic. If you want to prevent information from coming out, that means you have something to lose in it. Now, I'm not sure that Donald Trump was really involved, like what they say in full disclosure, because we don't know what's going on. But his
Okay.
behavior is projecting that. You've been telling people when he's running for president, he said he was going to release all these files from the Kennedys to the Martin Luther Kings, all these American mysteries, if you want to call it, and he was going to release the Epstein report or the Epstein list. Now, when you had that opportunity and everything, and you're like, guys, why are you still talking about that? We have, the best economy. That's a desecration on the people who died in Texas. Really? You think the American people, that was so good because his base found out he was a hypocrite. He's always been a liar and a salesman. He's a New Yorker like me. I read him and he reads me. We understand each other very well. He's a transactional president. He's in it for himself. He has a meme coin that has hundreds of millions of dollars.
Wait. Let me stop you there. Does that answer your question, Lucas?
Well, I go because you are saying, you're saying pretty much like he's doing something nefarious. Like, what do you think it possibly is? I mean, it seems like you're assuming, but I don't. That's why I'm asking you questions about this.
What's his
In the
name? What's his
beginning,
name?
you had a
Lucas.
totally different-
Lucas. Lucas. Yeah.
Lucas, I think he's in the file, and there's some embarrassing stuff about him in there. I don't know what it is, but to act like that and go against your base and look foolish trying to put it away. Congress went on vacation.
Your friend and mine.
early.
Let me interrupt you there. Your friend and mine, Mark in Los Angeles, surmises not that Trump did anything wrong, but that Mossad got to Trump. Could that be the case?
Netanyahu was in the White Office when that happened.
I don't think either of those things necessarily is true. It could just be that it has to be secret for whatever reason. Trump has made a point that I agree with, that putting this stuff out there could put innocent people at risk, because people are going to smear innocent people who may be on some list or in the file or whatever, and it's not necessary for that mess to come out. What do you think, Lucas?
Yeah.
Or do you have any?
Well, because I wanted to say, like, everyone's so quick to hate or judge, but they always say at the end, they're like, but the Epstein list isn't out, like the information isn't out, but
That's
everyone's saying like talking like it is out,
Yeah.
and I'm just saying, that's their president. You shouldn't, because everyone's calling him a PDF, and
Yep.
shoot, I'm even like how I'm talking. Whenever I take it, I'm like, wait and see. Like, let's wait for the list out. If it doesn't come out, whatever.
Yep.
I see where Trump's coming from, because we have to work on ourselves. Like, everyone's like hooked on some thing, Epstein list. I guarantee you, if that thing comes out, and these politicians, whatever, get arrested and whatever, you're still they're gonna find something else to hate on.
Yeah,
But,
totally,
yeah,
man.
that's what I wanted to get at.
Right on,
Lucas, I'm
Lucas.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
Dude, you're a cool man, dude. Just let's talk about America. I mean, yeah, I know you're Israel Muslim guy or whatever, but yeah,
I'm from New
whatever.
York.
But yeah, it's your show. You can
Fair
do whatever
request,
you want.
Lucas. I'm with you, man. Thank you, sir.
Oh, I have a joke. I made a couple weeks ago, and I think it's so funny to me.
All
but,
right. Let's hear it.
There's two men that believe in God, and they start arguing. All right, y'all have a good day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great point. You got me, man. Thank you, Lucas. Great question.
All right,
Great
later.
joke. All right. Bye. You follow that joke there, Omar?
No, he said two. What is it?
Two
religious
men. There's two men who believe in God, and they start arguing.
Yeah, well, they used to have a saying, never talk politics or religion if you want to stay friends. They used to say that a long time ago. I don't know if it still is.
Oh yeah, they used to say that. I remember seeing that in a bar, like at a in a bar scene in some mafia movie or something. At the end of the movie, they say no religion or politics discussion here in this bar. And ever since then, I've kind of known that those are touchy subjects and people fight over them. But if you really believed in God, would you fight over politics or religion?
Yeah.
I don't think that you would fight over anything. You wouldn't be moved. You may state your case and people argue against you, but you're not.
It's the false prophets, it's the liars who pretend they believe in God and they lead people to hating each other.
Yeah.
I lived all my life in New York, and I had a lot of Christian friends, and when I came to the United States, they used to come to my house. They used to give us like gifts and things of that nature during Christmas. So Christians are good people and good human beings. And all people are good human. All God's children are good people. Let's just say that as a fact, you know. It's just sometimes that the devil is in the details. I mean, it creates these animosities, fight over land, over money, and things of that nature. Just to go back to our friend Donald Trump.
Yes.
Congress was dismissed 6 weeks vacation just to avoid the vote because there's some Republicans who wants to know the truth. It's so murky. And the behavior of the administration is making it more suspicious than it's really making it more innocent.
But that's like an innocent man saying, "No, I didn't cheat on you," or "I'm not answering your mess." And a suspicious woman, no matter what the man does, he looks suspicious to a woman who's already suspicious and in her head, listening, making up stuff in her head. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
No.
Well, no, but Donald Trump did cheat. If he did cheat. Donald Trump is hiding
that's
something.
in the past.
I'm going to tell you. I don't really care. That's his life. But I'm saying that. I mean, who cares? I can't judge people because I'm a bad guy. I've done worse. What I'm saying is that Donald Trump either could be protecting people. He's a transactional person. Maybe his bank account just got fatter a week ago by some people who have a lot to lose. They're going to make a large deposit.
And over what? Over some drop in the bucket guy who is just some Democrat donor.
But no, he was more. I'm not here to defend Epstein because he's a PS, a piece of whatever you want to call him. The whole idea is that it was a Republican talking point. It was Epstein.
I know it totally was.
Bill Clinton was in the plane. We don't have a video of Bill Clinton.
I, for one, have
Epstein.
never made allegations against Clinton.
Have you seen a photo?
Or any of them.
But have you seen a video of him dancing with Bill Clinton? And Bill Clinton's a piece of garbage. But our brother here,
he slept around.
Right. Oh, well, you know, he's a Southerner, and they're very hot people. You understand? So he pleasured himself, and it's okay. You understand? I had no issue when that scandal happened. I said that's an American thing to do. You understand? We all love that. You understand?
Terrible.
That's why he didn't get impeached, and his approval rate.
He got impeached, but not removed.
Yeah, but he had the highest approval rating in his presidency because the Americans say, "What? He had that? We all love that. That's an American pastime. What
Terrible.
He did." Yeah. We're talking in riddles. So the whole idea is my brother James.
Yeah.
Is that the president is acting not normal. His administration, either he's protecting people or. I don't believe Trump will, well, actually, he has that behavior. He had Miss Universe, he had Miss Teen Universe. So he was always surrounding himself with young women and young ladies. So we don't know what was there. The problem is a lot of people feel like they've been, what's the word I'm looking for? Portrayed by the president who promised to let everything out, especially right-wing media and right-wing.
Trump never promised that though.
Yeah, they were doing that's
The
all.
other people were.
That's what Mega's
His
all about.
administration. MAGA's like
About
that. There's a lot of nutcases in MAGA, and there's decent people
majority.
in MAGA who also want the Epstein stuff exposed.
Of course,
There's like,
I do.
There's guys like Cernovich and Nick Fuentes and them and Mark Dice and those guys I like, and I like my Snake Pit and all those people. But in some cases, you guys are going way overboard and
Okay,
making
the
it
deputy,
making it out to be more important than I can possibly imagine it being.
What is it? Bongino, Dan Bongino, whatever his name is. He's the deputy.
Yeah.
He made all his money on the Epstein thing. He had a show. He had a podcast.
Oh come on, he was on Fox News long before this thing became popular.
No, but I mean, at the time he was saying it every day. You know, he blocked me. You know why he blocked me?
Why?
A long time ago. He said he had throat cancer, right?
Right.
And God healed him, right?
Oh.
So I wrote it. You know what I wrote?
He was
I
healed
said,
from cancer. I thought he still might have had it. Okay.
No, he said he in remission, whatever it was. He's still alive.
Yeah.
So what I said was, I said, you should thank God that God saved your throat, because that's where you talk from, right?
Right.
Why don't you, instead of dividing Americans, why don't you work to unite Americans in your show?
Yeah.
Blocked.
He read it wrong. It was probably some staffer of his, some assistant who took it personally, because the staffer working for the boss thinks that identifies with the boss, and the boss probably didn't even care about that.
I didn't say nothing bad. It was so good. I said, thank God that you God saved your life.
Yeah.
Why don't you use your voice now to unite Americans instead of divide them? Because those shows are very divided on the left and on the right.
Right.
You know, like MSNBC and all that stuff. Oh, that's all they do night and day is to divide Americans against each other, left, right, left. You understand? This is a weird thing that's happening.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. But when it's written down, you can't tell. You might think that it's you might take it wrong when it's not even meant wrong. That's why I try to cut the Snake Pit some slack, because the Snake Pit say a lot of crazy things, but it's joking around. They still love me, quote unquote, and so it's not a big deal.
The problem, Hake, is that the FBI director was saying about the Epstein thing, and we have to let it out. The FBI had it.
Right.
The deputy director had it. The president said the same thing. It's like, you know, have you heard of the thing, the perfect storm, where everything just comes together? And
yes.
This is what happened. All the people, they've been marketing this idea of the lizard people, of the people, of Pizzagate, of the cabals of eating embroids, whatever it is. When it was time for them to show the American people who they are, they failed the American people, and they failed their supporters. I really don't care that much. I'm going to tell you about Epstein.
Okay.
Some of them were 16 and 17. I consider that's an adult, in my view.
Right. Same.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
there's
basically...
There's some countries in Europe, they're 15, they get married at 15 years old. In Europe,
I don't consider that like a child. When they say child and children, I don't consider those... I get that they're underage. I wouldn't want to do it, and I wouldn't support it, but it's...
They say, she was 17 in Florida. It's legal to have a relationship with a 17-year-old, so he's not breaking any laws.
I think they say that it has to be you have to be 3 years older than her or less.
Oh,
but even still, like, the point is, these are young women who look like young women, basically, and it's not like I mean,
I'm gonna say.
I don't know.
I'm going to say something controversial.
It's a nasty topic, honestly.
I'm going to say something controversial here.
Okay.
I think that humans and animals, when they start to menstruate,
yes,
that is, God is telling you can get pregnant.
Right. It's basically nature. It's nature, and nature's God. That's when they start having the sex.
Yeah. It's just the problem issue is the mind.
Yeah.
We don't want you to take advantage of people who have not been fully developed. It has nothing to do with sexual relationship.
Yeah.
It has to do with the person. Are they making the right decisions? That's all.
And I'm with you on that.
So when I watch CNN, they were younger. They were 17-year-old a woman. 16-year-old old. She's a full-fledged woman.
It could honestly have been mutual exploitation at that point.
It is. You understand? I had a relationship. I don't want to say it at the young age in high school. My best friend's mother. I mean, I enjoyed it. You understand?
I shouldn't laugh. But yeah,
I was 14 around there, and it was the best time I ever had. You know, I made that decision willfully.
Right.
And I would go to court and fight for her if she ever got caught.
You
What
remind
I'm
me
saying
of
is that we
there
don't
are
want to.
there are like
Huh?
gay there's this gay guy who got in trouble for saying that it was like he doesn't look at it as a bad experience with some
Yeah, I know
priest
what it
guy.
is.
Yeah.
Jan Populus, whatever his name was.
Yep, that guy.
Yeah. That's well. He was
It's a
saying,
it's a nasty subject. I want to move on soon, but
no, we
go
gotta
ahead and
move
make your
on. But
last
what
point.
I'm trying to say is that they overstated when they say if you're 17 years old or 16, you're a woman in my book and in nature's book,
Yeah.
and and many laws in South America, in Europe itself,
Right.
in Estonia. About a couple years, 14 was legal age.
Right.
In Estonia, these are European countries. This is not some backward Muslim or in Africa country that you guys call.
Right.
So the whole idea is that the problem is that we have with Donald Trump is let them report out. Let everything fall what they may fall. You understand? And don't water it down. Don't protect these elites who went to these islands. The problem is that I have, they were being blackmailed, and they were probably being blackmailed and doing the Mossad favors because they were being blackmailed. These people were giving them hundreds of millions of dollars for what?
I don't know.
That guy, he gave him a penthouse, a house in Manhattan, the most expensive house, 70 for nothing. The guy who owns Secret, what do you call Secret? What is I don't know the lingerie business.
Oh, Victoria's Secret. I've
Yeah,
heard
he's a
some
gay-
connection between Epstein and Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, the guy is gay. The guy is openly gay. Who
A lot of
who's the
those people
CEO.
are those fashion people are.
Yeah, and he gave him a 70 million townhouse in the heart of Manhattan for nothing. He gave him properties in Ohio for nothing. There's something going on over there. Wherever they smoke, there's fire. That's what they say. Now,
And so
as
that was his
Americans-
ploy to get close with the Victoria's Secret girls?
No, what happened was he had cameras all over the place.
Oh,
People
no.
will come. He will import young women from overseas, from France, from other countries, or Morocco, whatever, and he will tell them go and give them a massage wherever, and it leads to what it leads to. And then after a while, they send them a tape. They say, "Listen, we got I know what you did last summer. I know
Terrible.
what you did. Now we need some favors here."
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah. I
one-
get you.
one-
I get you. The
one-
allegations
1
of blackmail.
Yeah, $1.5 billion was transferred to this guy within 20 years. Why? He's a college dropout. And what's so crazy is the first job he ever had, he was a math professor at a Dalton school. And you know who hired him? Barr's father, who's Barr, the attorney general we had before.
Hey, Bill Barr.
Bill Barr's father hired him in the 70s. And Bill's father was part of the SOS, what was formerly the CIA, before the CIA became to be in the CIA. So there's a lot of these,
I don't know.
these people
Maybe.
are connected. At least they're connected. You understand? What it is, the
But
Republican Party.
everybody's
they're all
connected.
Yeah, they're gonna water it down. Why are you gonna meet with this lady in jail? The deputy, whatever it's called, is the former defense attorney for Trump. He's meeting with Maxwell, whatever her name is.
Oh,
Maxine. He's meeting with her in jail to talk to her for what? What do you got to talk to her for? Everything they're doing is so suspect. Yo, they need me in the White House.
Drew.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, we got nothing to say here. That's it.
Let's get back to calls, man. Oh,
Let's talk to our favorite people.
before that, I wanted to hit the super chats because I would be remiss. Sion says, "Hake, do you believe liberals are born every day?" This is not necessarily Epstein related. "Do you think the school system needs to be straightened out because the professors and the teachers who are brainwashing from elementary through college, teaching them to hate their country and where they're from? There is no American history." I agree with that. Have you picked up on that? They don't teach love for America in schools. So it doesn't even matter if you're a foreigner or a
when I
native
went to
born, you're
school-
taught to hate the country and the whites.
Yeah, I was never taught to hate the whites. Mostly my teachers were all white, as a matter of fact.
Nice. Jewish or
most
white or both?
Mainly Jewish. And I had a good
Yeah.
Jewish teacher, like on third grade and junior high school. Mr. Siegel, I used to have lunch break with him, like in his class, and he used to teach me a lot of things. But I was so dumb at that time about not to trust the government, how government lie, how
Nice.
advertisement lie. He was telling me a lot of things. And he was Jewish, and I'm an Arab, and he was telling me because he used to see when I was in class, I used to pay attention a lot and ask a lot of questions. And Remember they had this commercial. It was amazing to me. They had this commercial for Trident gum. 4 out of 5 dentists preferred Trident gum. So when you hear that, you think there's a survey of
I
a
used
lot
to
of
think that
dentists.
Trident was good for your teeth. I think it
Yeah,
probably
but-
is, right? I still think
No,
that.
but when you hear that, you think it's a survey for what a lot of dentists. It was only 5 dentists. They asked 5 of
Nice.
them, and 4 of them said yeah. And he was telling me, see, he was saying, see, Omar, that's a lie. And he said even the FBI, he said at the end of the year when they give you the reports, you have to question the status. Some of the false reports, some of them
Yeah.
are real reports. And
That's
he's,
like the economy, and all these reports from the
so
government.
they teach you a lot of things. And he was telling me
Yeah.
how car buys, how they buy their cars. They don't buy on Mondays and Fridays. I say why? He said, well, Mondays people are coming from hangovers. They're not awake, so a lot of mistakes happen.
Yeah.
And on Friday they're so happy to go party and that they are not, their mind is not on fixing, assembling these cars. And to me as a young kid, oh wow. But anyway, I never was. I love the whites. The
Nice.
whites are good people.
Right on.
I just don't like the whites who worship their skin color. That's all.
But you're Gen X. You are a Generation X. So you're
Yeah,
old. You're older. The younger generations. I'm
And I
sure.
love the
I'm sure
blacks.
your
I love
children.
the blacks.
I'm sure your
Yeah.
children are not taught those same things in school
No.
anymore. It's
No, my
evil stuff
children-
what they're teaching now.
My daughter lives in Indiana. I have a daughter. They live in the South and one in Tennessee. They
Right
have
on,
good
man.
Christian neighbors.
Yeah.
And listen, there is no reason for hate. I already said
I
this
agree.
before, and I said it on my channel, and I said it in debates that I don't believe that whites should be replaced as the majority of the United States.
Right.
That whites are the founders of this country, and it's too dangerous to try to topple that population pyramid because you're going to get a bad reaction from them.
Right.
When they feel overwhelmed, they feel like they're being replaced. They feel like they're going to become a minority. Any people will react badly or violently against the people who are taking over their country.
Right.
And I'm so against people who gloat, who goes on MSNBC, like black, whatever, white, whatever, or Hispanic. Well, we're going to be the majority in 2040. Why are
Right.
you saying that? Why? I mean, why are you gloating? I think as I'm an immigrant and I'm against mass immigration, I think we should have even a controlled legal immigration. Just get what we need every year.
Yeah.
As you know, America should remain as it is, 70-30 country or 60-40 country, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And white people should not feel like they have to defend their existence in this country or have to compete for their existence in this country because people are scared of being, it's human nature. I always tell my Yemeni friends, I say, just imagine that whites started immigrating to Yemen, and after a while they are becoming the minority in Yemen. I said, how are we going to react? We're going to react crazy.
Yep.
Wow, they're taking over. We're going to do the same thing they're doing. I just don't like they're not doing it right. They could organize politically. I mean, you don't have. I find it so stupid when people travel in those furniture vans. What's those U-Haul trucks?
Right.
Just to march in the middle of Philadelphia and get on those trucks and leave like you are furniture.
Make
That is
enemies. You're making
that is-
enemies, not friends. With
You're
it.
scaring people like me who
Right.
really are your allies. I'm your ally in everything. I don't want crime. I don't want to, become overwhelming on you and anything. But when I see you marching in these brown shirts, dum, 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 and
Right.
and it's so silly to get back on those trucks. You could even show yourself in regular cars.
True.
It shows you are not serving your purpose. You could organize people. You could politically.
I'm with you, man.
I had this guy. Remember when I used to interview people that nobody will interview, like you and other people
Yeah.
those days when we have. And I had this white nationalist. I think his name was Cruz. Whatever. I forgot his
Jason
name.
Kone.
No
No white
something
guilt.
like that.
No white
Yeah,
guilt.
no, not him. It's a different guy. He don't want.
Oh,
He
okay.
was gonna come, but he don't want to come. He's
I
too
thought he
big.
came on your show.
No, we agreed. Then I
Okay.
don't know. It's just hard to communicate with him.
Okay.
So the other guy, I said, so what do you want? He said, we just want West Virginia. I said, you're the dumbest person I've ever heard. What the hell? What do you want West Virginia?
I
said,
remember
"Yeah,
watching one of the whites on your show
Yeah,
before I
he-
came on your show. I forget who
Yeah,
it
he-
was now.
Yeah, I said, what do you want from West Virginia? They have no ocean. They have no, what they have, only coil. I say, if you want to prove yourself or you want to do a test drive of a white country, just go to Vermont. It's 94.4% white. Just go there.
Oh, I know who it was.
Yeah,
It
Cameron.
was,
Is it Cameron?
No, it was the guy who's No More News.
No one knew. I think.
Green,
Oh,
Adam
Green.
Green.
Adam is a good guy. I
Yeah.
love that guy. I do like.
Oh,
him.
okay. So it wasn't him. It wasn't Adam
No,
Green.
wasn't it? This guy
Okay.
is it.
But you
what I'm
did
trying
talk to Adam Green, right? I
I
remember.
talked to him a lot.
That's how
and
I
he
got to
con-
know about Adam Green a little bit more.
Yeah, and I did a
Listening to
show with
your
him.
conversation with him.
We did a recording, me and him, and at the end he said, "Omar, I'm going to give you an advice. Don't put it on. I don't want you to lose your channel." That's how good he is. And we didn't put on that show because it was so we were talking like what we wanted to say, but at that time we still have all those. You can't say nothing about the trans. You can't say nothing about these people. And if you do, you're gonna get a strike. I mean, they were policing our thoughts.
Terrible.
That's the only thing I like about Trump. That everybody's talking their mind. That's good.
Yes.
X is so beautiful.
Oh yeah.
A lot of X is the only platform that's showing the genocide in Gaza unfiltered. You know that Facebook, there's 1,200 ex-Mossad working in Facebook.
Oh.
They police everything. If you put something,
Yeah.
it goes against our guidelines. So
Okay. Right on. Shout out
Yeah,
to
so-
Elon Musk and
yeah.
X.
So what I'm saying is that my advice to my white brothers and sisters, you don't have to be. America doesn't have to be 100% white. I mean, you need
Right.
a little flavor in your country. We are people. No. I mean,
White is flavorful, man. The
Yeah,
heck?
but I'm willing to go fight for America if a war happens.
Yeah.
I really do. Even against Yemen. If Yemen came to attack us, I will go to war against Yemen.
Nice.
But if we want to attack the Yemen, I will not go to war because we are the invasive.
Right.
So what I'm trying to say is that blacks have a skin in the game because they've been here as long as whites have been here. I mean, since the 16th century almost.
Yeah.
So don't try to white out 50, 60, 70 million blacks. You need these as allies. You're not going to get rid of them. So you
True.
might as well, try to bring them
Get
in.
the decent ones.
There's a lot of conservative. I told you, I live in New York. On Sunday, all the churches are full. I mean, some streets are so closed because they're so full of people on church, blacks in their suits and their ties, good black Christians. I'm not talking about the low life who sell drugs or beat up on their own people, or kill their own children, or kill their own neighbors over drug wars, over dumb stuff. Those are garbage. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm talking about decent Christian Hispanics, decent Christian blacks, decent Muslim, I got to put ourselves in there, Arabs and Muslims. We voted for Trump. We gave
Michigan
Michigan to Trump.
I get your point. You know what? I have to keep it moving. Let me.
Get it moving. Let's see. I want to get I want to get challenged by our friends who call in.
Pinocchio's helicopter says, "Happy White History Month, Hake. Did you know that in the 50s, that wacky commie, he calls him, Woody Guthrie, not a Christian, I don't believe, wrote an angry beta song about the great White Hope's father? Really? Woody Guthrie, I think he's a Jewish folk singer, songwriter who wrote,
It always has to be
This
Jewish,
land is
yeah.
my land. This land is your land. From New York Island to this land was made for you and me.
Yeah, it's all
So-
brainwashing.
I know, but it's American folk music, but it's also un-American and communist.
They're trying to get to accept everybody.
And so Woody Guthrie wrote about Trump. Let me see this.
I don't know these idiots, man.
Old Man Trump is a song with lyrics written by American folk singer-songwriter Woody Guthrie in 1954. The
Yeah.
song describes the racist housing policies and discriminatory rental policies of his landlord, Fred Trump, father of Donald J. Trump, according
he
to
was-
Wikipedia Old Man Trump entry. Wow. Yeah, go
Trump
ahead.
his father was part of the KKK. You know that he was arrested in New York in 1929, Queens, New York.
Were they good or bad back then?
Well, I mean, they were.
Were they always
considered,
bad?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of cowards walking around in sheets. I mean, just just show your face. What are you afraid of? It's your country. I mean, 1920s, America was like 90% white.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. I mean, I don't agree with that.
But still, like,
well,
I don't know, man. It's sort of interesting.
Well, the
Old
KKK,
man.
I mean, did they really improve anything for whites? They didn't do nothing for you guys. Did they really do anything?
No, actually, they made it worse for us.
Yeah,
Kind
you
of like
probably
the
do-
Nazis. In the
you
long
probably
run,
do
the
more-
Nazis made it worse for everybody because everybody's clamping down and overreacting to the overreaction of the Nazis.
Like the guys in the truck, in the Penske trucks or,
Yeah.
or the U-Haul truck.
You're
You don't
talking
need
about
that.
are those people who are what's the name of their group? Patriot Front or something like that?
Yeah, them
Maybe.
too. You don't,
And I don't know
yeah,
anything
yeah.
about them, but you bring up a good point that they're They're not practicing good PR.
Maybe they are
Public relations.
controlled. They are controlled maybe
Could
by
be.
the deep state.
I don't know. Yeah.
They probably encourage them to do that kind of stuff to scare people away and
They're
hurt
young. Young people are excitable, and they alienate people. I was young and excitable, and I alienated a lot of my friends.
Yeah, they're hurting the
So
white
they're
brown.
trying to, yeah, exactly. But they just don't know better.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah,
man,
I mean,
interesting. So Woody
Yeah.
Guthrie, a Trump hater from the grave now.
what is
That's
he,
interesting.
Christian or what is he?
No, I'm quite sure Woody Guthrie was Jewish. Let's see.
Exactly.
But hey,
They
I
all-
still like the Jews. I don't care.
we like them too. I mean, I have nothing against them. I'm talking about these guys who
Woody
take both
Wilson Guthrie.
sides.
Let me find out if he was Jewish, because I might not even be right about that.
Yeah, he is. Most of the rock and rollers were Jews.
Yeah, I know, because they're the best musicians, even better
Not
than the
that.
blacks.
They had access to Hollywood. The gatekeepers were mostly Jewish.
Tuskegee, he was born in, why did I say Tuskegee? I don't even see that word. Nora Bell, born Sherman, and Charles
Sherman,
Edward
yeah.
Guthrie, parents named him after Woodrow Wilson, who was not a good person, but he was the governor of New Jersey and Democrat candidate who became president. Charles Guthrie, industrious businessman. So I might have made it up that he was Jewish.
Yeah, he is. It's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
I like Jews.
Yeah,
Okay, and for New York?
we love everybody. Gotta say that for him.
Yeah, indeed. So
You know,
anyway,
really,
so that's that for that super chat. Thank you, Pinocchio. Who was that? Pinocchio's helicopter? Thank you, sir. 3 coffees. And last quick super chat. I think the last one. Gregatron says the Holy Trinity in the Hake Report is Rick, Mark, and William the third, I think. I would love to have them as my neighbors. The unholy Trinity is Maze, Tony, and Joe. I don't think I'd want them as my neighbors, LOL, he says. Right on. Let me just double check, because I did screenshot some other things that may have been.
There's no calls today. They're not calling.
No, there's a bunch of calls, actually.
Let's get to them.
I know.
Oh, it's still early. It's still early. We got time.
We got one. We got less than an hour. David says the media is using this case to smear Trump because they know no president can touch that case anyway. Interesting point. So, nice. Okay, yeah, you're right. We're chock full of callers who've been on hold forever.
I just have a thing to say to all the Hake people. Could you please join my channel? Help me, become relevant.
Nice.
Please, I come here. I like Hake, and we have, we talk, and he gives me the freedom to talk whatever I want to say, whether he agrees or not. And I appreciate that, really, Hake.
Nice. Yeah,
It's like
follow
medication
Omar.
for me.
Third Rail Omar.
Yeah.
Shout out to Omar. And with that, let's get back to calls. Mark in Los Angeles, California, is on the line here. Mark, thank you for calling and holding. You're live with Third Rail with Omar.
Yeah, happy White History Month.
Thank you, sir.
To
You as
both
well.
you guys.
Thank you.
A couple things. I agreed with Omar on every word he said in regards to the Epstein case. Don't forget, Epstein was convicted. He's a convicted pervert. So any defense of him is indefensible. And to Omar, I want to say it's the flight logs that we're looking for. And that's what they are so desperately trying to keep from us. It was a kosher conspiracy to cover up the perverts who went to Epstein Island. I agree with you, Omar, on that. I don't know. Hake is totally blind on this, willfully blind. I don't believe Trump was involved in any of the perversion that went over there. That's what they're hoping for. But so that's that. That's all I needed to say on that. Now, Omar, here's the criticism. When you condemn the Klan and you condemn the white nationalists, you're wrong. The reason the Klan wore hoods in the 20s is to protect their identity so they wouldn't lose their jobs. It's the same with ICE masking up today to throw out the third world invaders that have invaded our land. They need to be masked up to protect their families, just like the Klan. How do you not understand that? Okay, you know the society that we live in. They'll fire you from your job. They'll discriminate against you. They'll physically attack you if they know that you are openly pro-white. You know that, and I do. And my question to you, Omar, and well, before I get to my question, my criticism of your people, I guess you could say, or your movement, is that you've incorporated with the far left. We have in common the Jewish question. I will agree with you on that. But when it comes to the race issue, Islam is a race-mixing religion. There can be no alliance there. There can never be an alliance between race-mixing and white supremacy. This country is built on white supremacy. And you should be grateful for that. You should be grateful that you're white, and that goes for you too, Hake. I know you are to some degree, but on this Epstein thing, you're all wrong. And I think people in the chat know it. Omar knows it. Maybe you're thinking you're protecting Trump or something, but I'll tell you what, I'll go as far to say if Trump was on that airline list that, you know, that we're trying so desperately to get, if it hasn't been destroyed, I would still vote for him.
Me too.
How's that?
Yeah.
I would still vote for him. But I don't think it's true. I don't think he was on the list. The people that are on the list are probably not Christian, not white. And if they are white, they're probably communists or liberals. What do we have to lose by exposing these demons? That question's for Hake, but if Omar wants to take it, that's fine.
Okay, can I answer one question? Christianity is a universal religion. Jesus opened the door for everybody. So what I have against white nationalists, Christian nationalists is you are worshiping your body. You're not worshiping Jesus. Christianity is a universal religion, as Islam is.
No, it's a white man's religion.
Not really. It's from the Middle East.
I would refute that. It's a white man's religion. White men spread Christianity through the world. And even when we had slaves,
but Mark,
they were Christianized by their slave owners.
But where was Jewish from? Where was Jesus from? He's Arab.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. And if he was a Jew, I don't care about that. He was a white man, and it's a white man's religion.
I know, but
that's the bottom line.
So heaven is only for whites?
The problem I have with Islam is it's a race-mixing religion.
Let me ask you a question, Mark. What you're saying is that heaven is only for white people. Is that it?
Repeat. You're coming in real low. Can you repeat that, please?
I don't know why I'm low.
It's probably on our end. Sorry about that.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that is heaven only for white people?
Well, that's up to God. I'm not going to play God.
Well, you're saying Christianity is a white man's religion. If Christianity is a
I can prove it.
If God's,
I can prove it. It was spread by whites through the world. And again, even our slaves were Christianized when they were held in slavery.
But why did they Christianize them? Because Christianity was a universal religion. It's an open door policy for Christians.
Well, anybody could become a Christian, but that doesn't mean you have to be a race mixer. A lot of preachers won't marry interracial couples, and I say God bless them.
You know, I disagree with you on that, but really, I'm married to my own kind. I'm going to be honest with you. I had girlfriends growing up. I had black girlfriends, white girlfriends, Hispanic girlfriends. But when it was time to get married...
What's going on here is the unchristian people of the world, the ones that you know who I'm talking about, they're trying to destroy the white race through immigration, integration, and race mixing.
But why do you think they have this grip on evangelist Christian? Why is this so grip? Why do they have this grip on them? And
okay, you're really low. Can you repeat?
He is still low, Anchor Baby. If you want to come in and fix it for him or do something.
So what was the question?
What I'm saying, why do you think those people have such a grip on Christianity and America as a whole? Why do they have a grip on your policies, on your domestic policies, on your economic policies?
Is that better now?
No, but I heard it.
Okay.
Basically, they have the money, they have the power, and they have the guilt trip of the Holocaust. The only reason we're supporting Israel is because of the Holocaust. If you want to, do you believe there was a Holocaust, by the way?
No, I think people died of starvation, not of gas chambers.
So there was no intended murder of Jews by the Third Reich, correct?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you an example. Because Churchill...
I disclaim this. I neither agree nor disagree.
No, I'm not saying that people did die. People did die because there was no food. It was during the war. They had them in concentration camps. But
right.
All this stuff are putting people in ovens. I don't believe in that. I'm going to tell you why. In 1943, Churchill took all the food supplies from the Bengalis in South India because he's afraid the Japanese might attack. And it caused a famine in 1 year. In 1943, 3 million Bengalis died in 1 year. They didn't need no gas, man. No gas. They didn't have to burn them up and turn them into soap. A lot of people died, whites, Christians, Arabs. They died of starvation. It was a war. There was no food supplies. And people were even Germans died of starvation because it was so havoc and erratic. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, did they die?
I agree.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Yeah, did they die?
The problem,
Yes.
and I think
All this narrative, because you know why I don't believe it no more? Because there was so much lies after October 7th. They made up so many stories, and when we find out they were all lies, I said if they lied about that, then they were lying during the 1930s. That's how I came to that decision.
Okay, fair enough. I wanted to ask you, do you agree with these radical Islamists? I can't think of his name, but the guy in New York, not the devil that's running for mayor, but I would ask you about him too. Do you support these demons?
Oh,
the one that
question.
Trump wanted to deport, but they allowed him to come back. Or let's talk about
the pro-Palestinian activist. You remember that pro-Palestinian activist who he wanted to deport him, but the judges stopped it?
Yeah, but that's
right,
a service.
Khalid was his name. Or the guy in Minneapolis that's running for mayor, a Somali Muslim that hates white people. Do you support these demons?
That's a good question. I wanted to ask him about Mamdani, Zohran
tell you why.
Mamdani. What do you think of those three people?
Okay, Mamdani, I'm going to tell you why. First of all, I can't vote in New York City. I moved out. I'm in the suburbs now.
Okay.
Second of all, I do support him. I'm going to tell you, not because he's a Muslim. I'm going to tell you why. He's a communist. He's not even a Muslim. Islam hates communism and socialism.
Okay.
It's opposite. It's like water and oil.
But you do support him?
I'm going to support you. I support his ideas of affordability for people because people are being priced out. Poor people.
Oh, you fell for it.
No, they are. I mean, and if you go to New York City, Brooklyn,
I don't doubt that affordability is a bad problem, but his solutions are no solutions. It's communism. Communist solutions are not solutions.
I'm going to tell you what it is. It's called pragmatic socialism. Pragmatic socialism is... I'm going to tell you what it is.
All right, real fast, because we want to get back to...
Actually,
Mark didn't even really ask about this guy.
His policies are going to serve...
Okay. First of all, communism runs counter to Islam the way Nazism runs counter to communism. Both you guys, you said it yesterday, Hake, about Nazism. Two
godless
worldly differences, and Islam and communism are two exact opposites. Islam believes strongly in free enterprise. They don't support transsexuals. This moron in New York that should be deported, he's for all that.
Zohran.
So he is an Islamist. He's not a very good one.
Mark, you know we gave Michigan to Trump because we were on his side because of the children that school him because we disagreed about children being exposed to that idea of that behavior. You know what I'm talking about. Because we don't want to get Hake in trouble, we disagreed, and we shut down the school district in Dearborn, Michigan, because they wanted to force these books, and they don't want us. And in Maryland, we shut down a district because they don't want to give us an opt-out. We said, listen, if you want to teach this stuff, you can teach this, but give the parents an opt-out. Like say, no, we don't want our children to be learning this stuff.
Well, no, I think on some issues, Islam
we delivered Michigan
conservative, and I agree with them. But there were Muslims who supported Trump. But the problem is, and from what I see, they're mixing. I mean, you people I'm saying about the Islamists. And I wanted to know what you thought about the guy in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Also, and the guy that they wanted to deport.
He's like this
you support these two men?
Somali Muslim guy who's
running
I don't know
who that is, but
and he's a radical.
I told you. The reason they wanted to deport that Khalid Muhammad is not because he's evil, because he's against Israel and the Israeli policy. It has nothing to do with America or against Americans. They're protesting the genocide.
Do you support the guy in Minneapolis and the guy that Trump tried to deport?
I don't know who this guy is. I'll be honest with you.
The guy whom Trump tried to deport, he's not familiar with the Minneapolis mayoral candidate, but he is defending the pro-Palestinian activist from that college whom Trump wanted to deport.
Because Trump is serving his masters in Israel.
I think he's serving America with that deportation.
No, why?
Yeah, I would agree. That guy should be deported.
Yeah.
I agree with the Islam movement on the Jewish question. But when it comes to race mixing, you guys are way off. You're never going to get us to align with you. I know Hitler did in World War II with the Shah of Iran and I forgot what title he
Well,
was.
Hitler saw Arabs
Mahmoud
as-
Khalil. Mahmoud Khalil
yeah,
is the
Mahmoud Khalil is a normal guy. He's very educated. He's
which is
not
not a good thing.
anti-American. He was anti-Israel, anti-genocide.
Exactly.
He was anti. That's it. What do you mean
But he's
exactly?
a white hater. If they're white haters, I don't care what they say about
That's right.
the Jews.
What did he say
Really,
about whites?
even if they hate Jews and they're right on about it, they hate white people too, and that's unacceptable.
That's a fact.
We love the whites. Give me a white
You
woman, I'll
do,
marry her.
but Khalil is a different story from you.
Yeah, I
and the
don't
guy
think he
in
said anything
Minnesota is
against
a
whites. He's
different
fighting for
story.
his.
He's openly anti-white.
He's fighting for his people. He has nothing. It has nothing to do with whites or blacks.
What?
He's just trying to get.
Can you repeat what he said, Hank?
Oh, he said he's just. I don't know what he said. He said some side
He's fighting
comment.
for his people. He's anti-genocide. That's all he is. He's looking for allies
Who?
to fight the people. Mahmoud
Who are
Khalil
we
was his
talking
name.
about?
Mahmoud Khalil.
Oh no, he's no good.
Yeah,
He's a
genocide
white
is a
hater,
liberal
too.
word anyway. I don't support
Yeah,
that.
you
Well,
gotta
he's a
listen,
white
Gus.
hater. That's the bottom line. If they hate whites, I
That's
don't
right.
care what their position on the
Trust
Jews
me,
are.
In
You
fact,
saw his wife. She's white. She's whiter than Hake. Good.
I
No,
know,
no,
but
I know,
whites.
but he hates it.
That's not a normal white.
It is a normal. We are
Obama's
Jesus-
mother.
we-
Obama's
we-
mother
we-
was white too, and she hated
No,
whites too.
we are Jesus white. That's how we became white. You know
Yeah.
how we became. Let me give you a story here. Can I do it fast?
Yeah, go ahead.
An Arab from the Levant was a police officer in California. He arrested a white kid who was being bad. Then the father, he said he has no right to arrest him because he's not an American citizen. Because at that time, only whites were allowed to be citizens, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people got together, Arab lawyers and white lawyers especially. They sued, and when they went to court, they asked the judge, "Was Jesus white?" The judge says yes. He said, "Well, he's from where Jesus is." So in order not to make Jesus Arab or black, they made us white just to fit in.
Nice.
There's three races. There's the whites, at that time, whites, Mongols, the Mongols,
Yeah.
and the blacks. It was only three races at
That's
that
right.
time.
Yeah,
That
I've
makes sense.
always said that.
Very
All the other
interesting.
races
Look-
come
look-
from those three,
yeah,
but the
look
whites
at-
are the superior race. You have to acknowledge we whites built civilization. The colored
Well,
people,
I mean,
colored people brought it
if
down.
you look
Whites
at the
build, blacks destroy.
Two-thirds of the stars are named after Muslim astronomers. We discovered algebra. The algorithm that you use for your computer are discovered by a guy named Algorithm. The optics, the glasses.
Awesome.
Yeah, how many guys have you landed on the moon? How's your
Well,
space program going?
I don't believe people landed on the moon. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it was fake.
Well, you could choose to be willfully ignorant, like Hake is.
Why
on
can't we go
Epstein.
back?
I
Why
love
can't
you,
we go
Hake,
back
but
now?
You are,
Yeah.
and now he's being willfully ignorant on this.
Mark,
No,
I'm gonna
there's
ask you a
a, there's
question.
a lot of people who know a lot of stuff
With all
about
this,
the
with
moon,
all this
and they
te-
deny
hold
it.
on. Hey, with all this technology, we can't go back. But in 1969, 60 years ago, we were able to go. But right now, we need 10-year period to get ready so we could go to the moon. There's a problem with that logic.
No,
I
Nobody would
believe
do
it.
Okay, I got to clear
Yeah,
this up,
nobody-
Hank. Then I'll let you go.
Okay.
The reason the space program was set back was because American Negroes demanded the space program be cut
Go
so
blame it on the
they
blacks.
could have more welfare. Ralph Abernathy, who was black and a commie, well, actually, I don't know about the commie part because he did help expose Martin Luther King. But Ralph Abernathy and his group protested at NASA to cut the program so they could have more. They could steal more of our money.
Wow.
That's why the space program didn't go further after '69. Also, mentioning the space program, the scientists who put it together and landed a man on the moon were ex-German repatriates over here to America.
Wow.
Some of
And they
Nazis
were
that people
without
NASA,
the
they-
read. So
Well,
we-
great history
white
lessons
people
from
are
both of you
more-
guys.
Pardon?
Great
We love
history
everybody.
lessons
We-
from both of you guys.
Sure, but we
Yeah,
put a man
I-
on the moon. They didn't.
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't
But
think
I
that's
appreciate them. They came up with algebra.
everything.
The
Okay.
Arabs did. But anyway,
But,
Well, where
yeah,
were
yeah,
white until
the
they
white
mixed with the
Arabs.
Negroes?
Europe,
we
if you
call
look at
them.
the history, Europe was in the darkness in the Middle Ages, while Spain, where the Arabs ruled, we had to do everything.
we
Well,
gotta
the problem-
we gotta move on. I have other
Yeah, the
callers.
Arabs
to
Okay,
get-
we love
I'll let you
everybody.
go, but the
Mark,
Arabs
I'm going to
mixed
be
with their
honest with you.
Negro slaves, and
I love it.
that's why they are where they are today.
We love everybody. We just don't trust the Israelis. The J-boys are kind of overwhelming in the United States. They are overwhelming the whites. They are suffocating you guys to death.
You
they
are
need to give
right.
you.
All right.
They need to let you
Thank you,
breathe.
guys.
They need,
Thank you, Omar, and thank you, Hake.
they
All
need
right,
to let you
take care.
breathe. All right, take care, buddy. Nice to hear from you.
Okay, William in California. I believe this is William the Third out of California. You're live with Third Rail with Omar and Hake.
Good morning, James. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good morning, Omar. How you doing?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Good, good. I just had a couple of questions.
Can you
for
hear Omar loud enough?
He's a little low. He's
Okay.
a little low.
We'll do our
Excuse me,
best.
He's a little low.
All right, go ahead.
Can you hear me, Omar?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Oh, okay, okay. I just have a few questions for you. I overheard you say something about genocide in the Palestinians. Is that correct? Did I hear you wrong? Or
No, he's
straighten it out?
repeatedly made that claim, which
Yes,
I
I
deny.
did. It's true. Don't deny it. Don't deny facts.
Well, for your information, and I think pretty much everybody knows this, did you forget that children die in wars every time they have a war?
Yeah. It's not good, but it's the
not
reality.
good.
But not
But it
not
happens.
deliberately. Americans
Not
did not.
deliberately.
Americans did not snipe children in the head and the heart. Americans did not do it in
They
war.
did
and
not.
Iraq.
And you
But these
know,
guys
you
are
can
doing
go
it
back and look
according
at
to Jewish.
some of the first media savvy war we had was Vietnam, and there are plenty of video of American GIs carrying babies. From
Yes, of course.
harm.
I mean, there are Jewish doctors, who came back from Gaza, who volunteered and showed
Yeah.
proof to the New York Times. They said they used to come in, they shot in the temple of the head or in the heart twice to make sure they're dead.
Where-
Now that's
where
not
was this?
a mistake in Gaza.
Let me say something to you. When did this war start, and how?
Well, it started in 1948, really.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
not
true,
going to let
I
you
mean.
do that, bro. Okay,
What do you
when
mean?
did this war start? Look, they do it every 20 years and lose. When did this war start?
Israel has been attacking Gaza for the last 20 years.
When did the theater of
I know
right
you.
now
I know you want
start?
to say after October 7, but a week before.
October
2023.
7th.
Hold on. A
Okay,
week before October
wait a minute,
7,
wait a
they
minute.
bombed.
October
Hold
7th.
on.
You said October 7th?
How
Well,
about a week before that? You don't want to hear about that? That they
He's-
bombed Gaza a week before that?
No. I
Oh,
was
but you want
pointing something out to
your
you.
timeline. I
Don't go
understand.
into something else. Let's just stay on point. October 7th, you finally admitted that. October 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, they had video of Jewish babies coming out of the oven and 90-year-old women being raped and broken pelvis.
What?
Is that a myth?
What is it?
was that fake
Is
news
that a
about Jewish babies in the oven and a 90-year-old
Yeah, of
woman
course,
broken pelvis?
It was debunked. It was all a lies. The 40 babies. Jews have this thing with ovens. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Everything
what
is an
country you
oven
from
everywhere.
again? You said you wasn't born here, right?
No, I was
Yemen.
from Brooklyn,
Yemen?
New York. I grew up here.
But he grew up
Oh.
in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn. Yeah, Omar, you say even if Yemen did something to America, you would fight on America's side, correct?
He did.
Without any hesitation.
Is it because you live here, or is it because you know we would win?
No, because I consider myself an American, and I want to
Because
show
you
my
do know we
appreciation.
just recently have put a foot up their tail recently for some of their behavior over there. And all the technology that you're talking about that even Yemen has.
What are you talking
came
about? You
from
were
here.
Jew. You were Jew.
It came
Trump
from
made
here.
a deal, and you took all the aircraft carriers from those idiots who were launching dumb rockets.
And we will
Come on, man.
continue to take our aircraft carriers anywhere we want. And what would
Yeah,
Yemen
but
be able to do about it?
But you left. You left the Red
Answer my
Sea.
question. What would Yemen be able to do about it?
Well, they kicked you out already. What are you talking about?
What can Yemen do about it?
I'm telling you. Did you just withdraw all the aircraft carriers? Because of them?
I know the answer. You want me to answer for
He
you?
knows the answer,
No,
too. He knows the answer, too.
No,
So,
it's not a question. It's obviously the United States is a powerful nation, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
What I'm
it
trying
is
to tell
no
you is
doubt
that
this country
you're
has
but-
wait a minute,
yeah.
this country has grown faster than any country in the history of mankind.
and I appreciate that.
250 years, this country has advanced faster than any country ever.
So what's the? I'm not disputing that. What's the dispute
It
here?
means don't mess with us.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
And
nobody's-
it also means don't mess with Israel. Obviously, you lose every time.
Huh?
And I see
That's a
the
good point.
terrorists the terrorists are taking the food that America's sending over there for the Palestinians. I mean, are you missing some of this?
I have some brutal truth for you. The last time we won a war is World War II. Don't cut it out. We are 0-0.
World
We
War
are, we are,
Three.
we're
We
not
can't even
we're not
afford World War
we're
Three.
not even batting 300 or 200 right
But
now
I
after
bet
World War
you
II.
Syria won't be a
Interesting
player in
point,
World War
too.
Three.
You understand? We were defeated. We didn't defeat. We came to a standstill in Korea.
You're going to
In
defeat women.
Vietnam,
You're going to defeat.
In Vietnam, we were embarrassingly defeated, and you saw those
No,
helicopters.
that's not a
Hold on.
major
Let me tell you.
theater. Wait a minute.
We were embarrassingly defeated by the Viet Congs.
If you really knew anything,
In
wait a minute,
Iraq,
Omar.
in
If you
Iraq,
really knew anything,
hold on. In
the
Iraq, we
United
took a
States has
beating.
never lost a major theater.
Hold
That
on.
was police action, which you're talking
Let me
about.
finish.
That
Let
war
me
wasn't
finish.
popular with American people. That's why we pulled
Let
out
me
of it.
finish. You're just talking. You don't know anything about history. In Iraq, we took another beating.
How the hell
We
you
didn't do
gonna tell
nothing.
me what I know about history?
In
And you young enough to be
Afghanistan,
my son?
look at that. Look at the lies.
Man,
We
what's
went to
wrong
war.
with you?
Hold on, man. We went to Afghanistan.
No. Hold on.
Against
What do you mean
Taliban.
know about
20
history?
years of war against Taliban, only to hand them the country back with weapons, $7 billion in the bank. We
Terrible.
fixed their roads, and
Oh,
we
my
say thank
God.
you, and we ran in our jets in the middle at dawn. Come on, man. Let's
Hey,
be
I blame
honest with each
Biden.
other.
I blame Obama.
Yeah, they did
You'll
that.
be-
Oh,
you'll
you know
be,
what?
I
He's
think you
raising
are-
White
he's raising
History
fair
Month, too.
points, William.
I think
He
I
is.
think he's
Look,
ignorant.
look,
William is
look.
ignorant. He's an
I don't
ignorant
like that
person,
cherry
William.
picking. Let me tell you something.
Cherry picking. This
Happy
is
White
five
History
wars.
Month.
What are you
Thank
talking
you.
about?
Wait a minute. Happy White History Month to you and James.
Thank you, sir.
We love the
And
whites
you
and
can
we
do
love
my
the blacks.
excuse me, Omar. James,
Yeah.
you can do my contribution to White History Month later. It's Chester Puller.
Okay.
Lieutenant General Chester Puller. He's the general in the United States Marine Corps who led from the front, not the back. You know how we put the generals where we protect them. This guy was one of the guys that said, I cannot ask my men to do something that I don't know how to do. And he
Interesting.
led from the front. Proud white man.
Chesty Puller.
Chesty Puller.
Nice. Thank you, sir. I shall show that at a later time. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. But Omar,
yeah.
you know, with all due respect, man, you know,
It's all right, my brother. But I
we
know
seem to forget about October 7th, huh?
Yeah, but you see, you're more ignorant
He
of that
claimed
day.
he claimed that something happened a week before that prompted the
Every week
the
before
Arabs
that. Every week before that.
to do
Every
it.
2006.
But I'll tell you what,
2009,
Omar. William made a good point. You made a good point
Poking
about
the bear.
Afghanistan and all that. But
Took a beating.
when the Muslims or whoever goes up against Israel, they end up
They lose.
whoever goes against Israel, they hurt.
They lose.
They
I'm
put
gonna
a
tell
hurt
you
on
why.
themselves.
They
I'll
put
tell
a
you
hurt
why.
on them. And I tell you what, even if Yemen tried to mess with us like they did Israel, you get the same treatment.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, brother. Hey, about a month ago.
I'm a brother now.
We had about a month, 2 months ago. We had 3 warships.
You know what's
in the,
powerful about the internet and the telephone?
Yeah, but
There's
you're
no
still ignorant of the
repercussions.
facts. That's the problem. You didn't benefit from them.
All right, man. Have a good day, man.
All right, you too. Take care.
I'd be remiss to not thank Gregortron for this. That was a nice super chat. Tell him I appreciate it and everything.
Will do, man.
All right, William. Nice to hear
Take care,
from you.
Omar.
All right.
All right. Hake, 2 months ago, we withdrew from the Red Sea and we made a peace deal with the Houthis because Trump was smart. He's like, well, we're launching all these weapons. Each one costs about $50 million. And these guys got a $2,000, what do you call it, those $2,000 rocket. And we're losing money. We withdrew.
Nice.
Listen,
That's a nice little story. So Trump is smart and he's a man of peace. You're telling me.
No, he's a man of money. He's a transactional person. He sees
money is peace.
No. Yeah. He's lost his. He said, "We're here at the Red Sea. We're here in the Red Sea protecting Israel against these missiles. The missiles cost about $20,000, and every time we intercept them, it costs us about $40 million. We lost 2 F-18s the last 2 weeks before we drew." And he said, "Yo, get out of there! What are you guys doing? Let them live in the mountains. They're not a problem."
So is this what you're talking about? The May 6th, 2025, about 2 months ago or so?
Yeah, with the
ceasefire
Houthis.
deal. U.S. President Trump declared an end to the strikes on Yemen, stating they were over effective immediately as a result of the ceasefire between the U.S. and the Houthis, brokered by Oman. Okay, nice. That's cool. I have
Everything
a
I tell you is facts. I will never lie to you on your show. I swear to God, I swear on my kids, I will never come and lie, okay?
I appreciate it, man.
I'll do any propaganda or lie to your audience because I want to accept, I want them to think highly of me, not
Right
some
on.
guy who's here to talk some talking points. Oh, on October 10, what happened October 7? You don't know nothing, William. You don't know anything about I am the Middle East. You know what I'm saying?
Cesar or Caesar bought 3 coffees. Sup, Hake? Sup, based Omar? He says, top 3 guests on the Hake Report, in my opinion. Based Omar, Da Don, and Big Bump. Nice. And he says, sorry, Big Bump. Put him in the 3rd place. I love how Omar isn't afraid to call it how it is, kind of like how Hake tells the blacks how it is.
That's right.
Hake, I'm grateful for you for bringing on such a based guest. Today's report is on fire. Jesse voice. Fire. Nice. Okay, appreciate that, sir. Anthony in SoCal on the line here. Anthony, thank you for calling and holding your live with Third Rail Omar and Hake.
Yeah.
Hey, Hake. Thanks for having me on. What's up, Omar? How you guys doing?
Hey.
Thank you.
What's up, buddy?
Of
How are you?
course.
Good, good. You know, I was looking into Maxwell a few
Yeah.
years ago, and he worked. He also worked for the KGB and MI6 at one point. He was.
He was
He
like a
started
taxi.
that publishing company in. Forgot where he started exactly, but it was a way to essentially spy on. It was a way for during the. I forgot which war, but they were spying on academic accomplishments and new developments in academia. So the publishing company, which is the foundation of today's modern academic publishing structure, was basically a
Ghislaine Maxwell's
spy
father
method.
you're talking about.
Robert
Robert
Maxwell's father.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was working with the KGB. He spoke like 8 or 9 languages. He was working with MI6.
KGB
and
is
he was working
Russia.
for himself.
MI6
Yeah.
is
Sometimes
is
they
England.
So
he worked with all kinds of spies.
Yeah, the 7, 8 languages. They want to make him like he was a smart Jewish guy. That's what it is. I bet you just knew, like me. I know a couple
I
words
bet he
Spanish.
is.
Doesn't mean I know Spanish. And so, I hate when they say that 7, 8 languages. They try to blemish. Is that the word? Yeah. Oh, look how smart he was. He's good. Zionist Jewish guy. He spoke 10 languages. I know. Cabasa, ¿cómo estás? Huh? Doesn't mean I speak Spanish.
Right. True.
I
But
know
anyway,
Pesach,
but he's making a
Хорошо.
point. But he's making
Yeah,
the
he
point
is, he
that
is.
that he's not
he's
just
right on.
Mossad. He's
He
a
was- he
Russian
was a-
spy
was a vehicle.
association and English spy association, I guess.
He was a vehicle for everybody, but his loyalty was for Zionism and Israel. Even you
Not
got
that
to
there's anything
understand.
wrong with that.
No, there is something wrong with that. Yeah, listen, even his. You have to understand what goes on in the United States and Western society is. You have people, the gatekeeper of the media or books or printing, it's all Jewish. Hollywood Jewish. The book printing industry Jewish. The agents, they're all the biggest agents for these stars. When they say something stupid about Gaza, they release them, and they can't get any more jobs in Hollywood. So let's not lie. It's not hatred. It's not. I swear to God, I don't hate anything. But let's be honest. Let's be brutally honest. I mean, these people are very successful. God bless them. I wish we were as successful.
Let's hear Anthony respond. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, avoiding cousin marriages and sibling marriages will definitely improve the intelligence of your population, and perhaps you'll be able to acquire more languages and things like that. I don't think the Jews practice
80%
that,
of West
those
Virginia
type
are
of things.
inbred, my friend. Start with the whites, then
Sorry?
we come back to the Arabs. You guys are banging their sisters. 18%
Is
of
that
West
why?
Virginia.
Is that why we're dumber than the Israelites because we're less?
That's why
inbred
you
than
have
them?
that. That's why you have that long drool, that Southern drool. when
How
you
come
talk.
everybody
It's,
calls everybody inbred? Because people say that Jewish people are uglier because of that, and now
no,
Anthony
they
is
matter.
saying that they don't do that, and that's why they're smarter than the Muslims who inbreed. And now you're saying
Oh,
whites
no,
inbreed.
I didn't
Well, I
make
mean,
any
it's
of
true.
those. I wasn't
Look it
making
up,
those
West
comments
Virginia.
out loud.
You
look
weren't
at the
talking about
percentage.
Muslims?
Oh well, I'm sure they do that too. That probably explains.
Yeah, we
a
do.
lot of
We marry
behavior.
cousins. I wanna
It
be
sounded
honest with
like
you.
an underhanded comment.
No,
Anthony.
we marry.
Oh,
He's
well,
right.
yeah,
We
definitely
marry
was.
cousins.
Yeah.
We marry cousins. Yes, we do.
Right. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other
And
comment,
you
Anthony?
guys- oh man, I don't know where else to start, Hake. Oh yeah, Hake, why don't you play some of those emails I send you, man?
Oh, I
'Cause,
shall.
I mean,
Yeah.
Omar gives you this view, and he, it's funny. Like, you'll watch Arab TV, and they'll say that the Americans never landed on the moon. They'll say that
No, I really.
Shaitan. Well, let me speak. They'll say Shaitan, or the devil, blew himself up as a big balloon to intercept between the Earth and the moon. So the Americans, while they thought they landed on the moon, they actually landed on the Shaitan. That's what the Arabs say in the news media, by the way. And they
I don't even know what you're talking about. This is hocus pocus stuff you're pulling out of your nowhere.
No,
I know what that is.
no. He's a researcher. He knows. of
Devil,
what he
the
speaks,
devil
I
was
think.
between the Earth and the moon. I don't know what that is. This is even worse than the landing on the moon.
Well, I know, but you're American, so you're not familiar with the Arab media as much as Anthony
I know.
is.
I do watch Arab media.
But you hadn't heard this story, had you?
Yeah, this guy's probably a Copt, right? You're a Copt?
Yeah, Coptic Christian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
they are
remember me
they are the
from
biggest,
last time.
the biggest hypocrite allies in the Middle East. That's why their religion never grew. That's why 1,500 Muslims went into Egypt
I
in the
accept
6th century.
the Christians.
Now there are 100 million because you guys cannot have babies, and you are the biggest liars in earth. You're hateful in your lies, and I don't know why you hate Muslims.
You guys
We rescued you from the Romans. Your Pope was in the desert. Your churches were closed. The Romans were beating you up every day. We released you. We opened your churches. You should praise us for the. You are liars. You go lie, and you are the worst hypocrites. And you hate us so much, and I understand why. Because we outnumbered you in Egypt. We took over Egypt. It's ours, whether you like it or not, because we were able to have babies. So,
But you're not
you done?
Egyptian. You're not Egyptian.
Are you done?
that's why he's from Egypt. They
But
are
you
very
were-
hateful
you-
people.
Yeah. Okay.
They have-
Go ahead, Anthony. Go ahead.
Yeah, they are very
Omar,
hateful
you
people. Oh, the
done?
shaitan, like he knows words. He took these words to confuse your subscribers, like he knows what he's talking about. You don't know nothing. What he's talking
You
about. Look it up. Look it up. Well, what did the look it up? Hey, look it up. What the Muslim did when they entered Egypt. Look it up. You're gonna see.
Wait. I want to hear what Anthony is saying. Go ahead.
His name is not even Anthony.
Go ahead, Anthony.
Marcus, Tuckus.
عمر يا جاهل ممكن تتكلم عربي معايا؟
That's something clean, right?
والله انكم اكبر كذابين واكبر شياطين واكبر منافقين. Get the hell out of here.
يا معتاد يا معتاد انت مش عارف حاجه يا ولد.
والله ان انا عارف. We rescued you.
Hey, I want to make sure that you guys are not cussing in Arabic.
No, it's not cursing. When we entered Egypt,
Is it vulgar? Is it vulgar?
I want you to fact check me.
It might not be cussing, but is it vulgar? Anthony, is it vulgar?
No. It's not.
Or is it clean?
It's clean. I don't curse. I don't curse. I just call them
how about what
hypocrites.
you
I call them munafiqin. I call them hypocrites. Listen,
You guys just spoke Arabic or something.
Hake.
Was that Arabic?
Why don't you, Hake, please. Hake, why don't you fact check us right now? What did the Arabs do when they entered Egypt to the Copts?
I don't know. I don't care.
No, because you don't want to know the truth, because he's a liar. These people, we opened their churches.
But you're going off on him. It's like the gypsies.
His Pope is an exile by his own Christian, by the Romans. They were beating him up every day. We both met the Pope.
Hey, Omar, calm down. Shh.
Right?
Hold on.
Because these are lies. The last time he came up
okay,
with
I know. Let's let him lie. And I disclaim what he says. I don't believe nor disbelieve it. But go ahead, Anthony.
Right. Omar, I just brought up one thing about the Arab media, and you just got really
no, because the last time, because I know what you do.
Started going off on.
No, I used to have debates. I used to have debates with Copts. They used to have a program called Pal Talk.
I know, but Anthony is not that guy. Not the people whom you were debating, and you're going off like you're
they think it is the same. They think it's all the same.
Okay,
but
calm
they
it down.
curse the prophet. They curse Muslims all day, and they live with us, and we protected
Omar,
them.
Did he curse the prophets or anything right now with you in Arabic?
No.
Okay.
No.
Right.
He didn't do nothing. No, I'm not gonna lie.
Omar,
no cursing on the Hake.
No, we're not cursing. He's not cursing. I think he's a gentleman.
I want to hear Anthony's. Go ahead, Anthony. Make your points.
I was just curious, Omar, are you Sunni or Shia?
I'm Sunni.
Oh, you're Sunni. You're Yemeni Sunni.
I'm from Yemen. The majority of Yemen, 90% is Sunni.
And last time you came on the show, you said Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi was a Jew?
Yeah, of course he was.
That's
was an
that's the ISIS
Yeah,
head
that
of
whole
ISIS.
thing. That was an intelligence.
Is he dead now? Was he
Yeah,
assassinated?
remember what Trump said? We blew
So-
up that dog.
Oh yeah, he
This-
died like a
this is what's
coward
funny.
or something like that.
Hey, this is
Yeah,
what's
like a
funny.
dog.
Okay, so
Every-
al-Baghdadi was Jewish, and
Yeah, look,
ISIS
look
Muslim
up who
Jewish.
that is. Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna
was
tell
a
you what it
Jew,
is.
according to Omar, that worked for ISIS, and he was a
I'm gonna tell
Muslim
you,
cleric, and he was a sheikh. But my point, I just brought that up because this parasitic mentality that we're faced with today, it's making the Jews
Hold
the
on.
scapegoat of
Can I
every
say something
single
when he
No, no,
finishes,
no.
when he finish?
Let him speak, and then I'll
Okay.
let you speak. Yeah.
to a point where even Muslim terrorists will be labeled as Jews by other Muslims. This is the level of depravity. The scapegoating is unmatched in this. In other words, to put it in Bond language, they're victims. That's what they
Victims.
are.
Victims
They're
of what? The
victim-minded.
Jews are victims. The Jews
They're
always say they're victims, not
victim-minded.
us.
True.
Every single thing that happens in an Arab nation is because of the Jews or Israel. America could annihilate Israel in a blink of an eye. Israel is propped up by America. Okay, without America, Israel is nothing. And you have the
Of course.
audacity to blame this country that they blew up. They went on USS Liberty. Okay, whatever. Israel.
Yeah, they just blew up
nothing
a
to
church
America.
last week. A Catholic
on.
church where they blew it up in Gaza.
Hold on.
They just
And
blew
you
up a
blame them
Catholic
for all
church in
your
Gaza.
problems, dude.
It was an
You don't
accident. It was
know.
an accident. He said sorry. Bibi said sorry, and I believe him.
Yeah, after you, okay.
You blame
It's an
them for
accident.
every single problem. You guys boycott Starbucks because you think the logo on there is a Jew.
All right, is there anything
The
we're gonna learn
Starbucks
from this
lady
guy or
is
what?
Queen Esther. You guys
I'm
are
not
weird,
boycotting.
man.
Look, I have their cup right here. Look, I'm drinking the what do you call it?
Starbucks dragon fruit.
Yeah,
Mm.
see, dragon fruit.
So you're not boycotting. So
anybody.
you're not boycotting. Is Starbucks Jewish
Let's
though?
see-
No,
let's
I
see
don't
that
boycott stuff
Starbucks
I
stuff.
enjoy. I'm
see
just
that
kidding.
Starbucks
I do
stuff.
boycott,
Put
but
on
I
the
do
screen.
boycott them. I boycott Burger King,
Oh.
Okay.
McDonald's, Coca-Cola,
Where's the
all that
Starbucks?
stuff.
Where's the Starbucks cup, Omar? Let me see it.
Yeah, he held it
Perfect.
up.
Thank you.
I held it up, man.
Yeah.
I like the cup. I use it for my drinks in the house.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
I mean-
nice to hear from you, Williams. It's been a nice call. Let's
Anthony.
get somebody. Anthony, let's get somebody.
Speak-
William and Anthony is the same.
Say something nice or say something to each other in Arabic again. That was.
I have no
interesting.
issue. I have no issue with Anthony, but I don't like these attacks every
Well,
time. And it always is a Coptic every time. All my life, I have met all Christians. I have never been disrespected by any Christians. Only the Copts.
Because the
people
cops
that-
were closer to you, and so they have an issue
because
with you.
we showed
Yeah,
them
it's-
live. We saved them from the Byzantine. They were beaten treated like donkeys.
That
man.
said,
Come
you
on.
also wronged them, maybe.
Look,
Omar, you're a
no,
coward,
the
man.
richest
Well, what are you
man
talking
in
about
Africa
now?
is a Copt. The richest Quartus, I don't know what his name is. I don't have his name. Look it up. The richest man in
That
Egypt
doesn't
is a
mean
Copt.
you may not have wronged, or not you personally, but some of the
No,
Egyptians,
but how could you?
Arabs
if he's
may
so
have
wealthy, why would they
wronged
let him
the
get?
Egyptian
hated-
Coptic Christians.
But if they hated this guy or the Copts, so why would they let him get rich off Christian of Egyptian construction, industrial? It's not hate. I don't hate nobody.
Because we're
But
not
every
victims,
time,
Omar.
every time,
Omar, we're not victims,
every time
man.
I used to be in any program on Pal
not
Talk,
victims.
anybody, a cop will come along like a fly, like a ship's like, and land on my nose. My friend, give it up. You're not gonna get Egypt back. خلاص مشي عليكم مشي الله معك توكل على الله go. It's over. You're not gonna overturn 100 million people. Those Egyptians are like rabbits
Hey.
having babies.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so last thing I'll say, Hake.
مشيت
You know,
عليك.
when
That's
Mark
it.
and William was on the phone, Omar was showing support for America. Let me tell you something, Hake. The second they get an
Second.
upper hand on America, he'll be saying the same exact thing to us.
Trust me.
That crossed my mind,
I'm a-
man. That crossed
I'm a
my
good
mind.
American.
That he could be
Okay.
trying to be my friend and be pro-white and
No,
a white
no,
ally.
no,
and then
no.
and then
I
when
am your
he,
friend.
and then all the Muslims, when they make way more babies than we whites, the Muslims are gonna take over,
but we're
and
not
they're
trying
gonna be
to
like,
take over.
eh.
Exactly.
You don't see us in the
And
media
you know what? You
or
heard
trying
it
to.
from his mouth already, and it's going to happen again. That's
Yeah,
how
all
they
right. You
operate.
sound
Hake.
so white. You're not even Coptic, man. You sound like one of those, Those people who live in a basement with their mother. I bet you haven't even left the basement yet. Go ahead, William.
You can say some Anthony. It's Anthony. Say something in Arabic
William
again.
and Anthony is the same thing, isn't it? Oh,
If you want.
Tony, isn't it? Oh, that's Bill. Bill, okay.
Yeah, we were talking about.
عمر الرب يسوع المسيح بيحبك كتير
Listen, I
وهو
don't believe in that.
عايزك طيب
I don't believe in that 3-1 shampoo stuff you gotta believe in. I'll see you later.
طيب
Nice.
Jesus was a mighty prophet.
Happy White History Month to you, Anthony. Appreciate your call, man. Very interesting.
That's
Have a
right.
nice month. Take care, guys. Thank
All right.
you.
Okay, my
All right.
white brother. Okay.
Nice.
And happy to the blacks too. They are brothers.
And so, what did you tell him?
In Arabic, I told him you lost.
Oh, okay.
They're not gonna get Egypt back. It's over.
Right.
That's why they're so bitter. What I tell you is facts.
And so, is that what you're gonna? Is that what you're gonna tell? And actually, that's not necessarily bad advice. But is that what you're gonna tell us when we lose America completely?
Hank, let me give you why they.
It's over. You got to give it up.
Hank, hold on, Hank. I'm gonna tell you something.
It
I
might
swear
be
to
good
God,
advice.
1,500 Muslims entered Egypt in the 6th centuries. The Copts were majorities until the 10th century. There was no migration from Arabia. There was nothing. 1,400 years later, there are 105 million Muslims and about 3 million Copts. Yeah, listen, it is what it is. We discovered Viagra before you guys did, I guess. I'm not Egyptian, by the way. I know every time from my history and social media,
Yeah.
there always has to be a Copt that's always disparaging Muslims and Islam. All the way. I don't know why they take it upon themselves. I have no issue with them. Why don't you just be like the white Christians in America? Like Hank. He's a good Christian. Go ahead, Hank, brother.
Okay, a super chat from Omar. I mean, not Omar. Chops. ITMC. Question for Omar. Do you know of the Kalergi plan? Which I disclaim. I don't know anything about it, but I know that it's
I don't know either. I don't know what that is.
It has to do with Jewish. It's like a conspiracy theory on the Jewish thing. So you don't know about it? You've never heard of it?
About it? No. I just know. I just talk fact. The media, the Hollywood's controlled by Jews. It's not a lie. It's true, and it's not a bad thing. They're very successful. Congratulations to them.
It's sometimes called the Coudenhove Kalergi conspiracy. I'm quoting Wikipedia here. A debunked far-right anti-Semitic, all one word, no hyphen, with to make it seem real, white genocide conspiracy theory that claims that Austrian Japanese politician Richard von Coudenhove Kalergi, hyphen, creator of the Pan-European Union, concocted a plot to mix and replace white Europeans with other races via immigration. The conspiracy theory is most often associated with European groups and parties, but has helped spread to North American politics.
Let me respond that in my own way. Can you give me a minute or two?
Yes, sir.
Hank, let me tell you what happened. In the 1920s, 1930s, Jews were very poor. They lived in ghettos in East New York. They had nothing, prostitution and murder for hire. But when they went to academia, they got educated. What they did was they used the civil rights movement. They encouraged it. The LGBT movement, the women's rights movement. And they use all these groups and all these movements as building blocks to consolidate power. Once they have election, what they do? They call out these people. They come and vote for them, and that's it. Because they cannot be elected on their own. You understand what I'm trying to say? Hey, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
No, I tuned out. Sorry.
Well, what I'm saying is that from the 1950s, you'll find that Jewish Americans, the Jewish money encouraged like movements like the civil rights movements, the LGBTQ movements, the women's rights movement, the sexual revolution movements. And they created all these blocks as building blocks to consolidate power. Every time there's an election, they call them and they go to the polls. They fear the whites are coming. Woo! We all go vote. You understand? It is what it is. Let's not be. Now what they're doing, the left has turned their back on them because of Gaza. Now they're doing a pivot to the right. You understand? Now they're trying to embrace the right to subdue it. Before they subdue it financially, now they want to get you to vote politically. You understand how they used to do it? So it's politics. Everybody does it, but the Jewish Americans are very successful at it, and congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Because we have to say that in this day and age, because if you say something like that, oh, he's anti-Semitic.
Right.
Oh, it's blood libel. It's not blood libel, it's the facts.
Oh, yeah.
That most people who vote Democratic are groups that were invented in the 20th centuries.
Terrible.
Black movements, civil rights movements, LGBTQ movement, GLAD movements, women rights movements, the sexual revolution, everything you could think about was made as building blocks to bring people to the poll to vote for the Democratic machine. And the Democratic machine is mostly has Jewish voters and Jewish leaders. Look at Congress. 35 people are in Congress, in the Senate. The Senate and the House of Representatives. And if you look at the population, it doesn't match. They're overrepresented.
Crazy.
Which is good, you know.
So
they're
playing both sides.
It is. They give money to the Republican side and they vote on the Democratic side. Look at AIPAC. AIPAC gives money to all of them. It doesn't care what their policy is. If they're for, what is it called? If they're for the right to choose or anti-abortion, what do you think about Israel? You going to give out money? Yeah. Here's $10 million for your election.
Yeah.
And it's the best investment they make. They give out $100 million and they got $36 billion in return for Israel last year. It's a perfect regime they got going.
It's crazy.
You know? Yeah.
Interesting.
We said a lot of stuff today, man. I don't know. I hope we don't get canceled.
Yeah, we got to. I shout out.
Too much truth today.
Somebody in the Unpilled mentioned Barbara Spector, and I've quoted her before because she was in this cartoon that I saw from White Rabbit Radio. They are now going into a multicultural mode, and Jews will be resented because of our leading role, said this academic philosophy woman, Barbara Lerner Spector, Spectre. This crazy kind of evil woman, I think, liberal.
What's that? Who's that?
And they're talking about the diversity that's pushed on all the white countries. So it's a mess. But shout out to the Jews. I gotta start wrapping up here, sir. It's been nice talking with you.
Yeah, it is. Let me get the.
Tell the people again how to find you.
Well, it's Omar the Third Rail or Omar with I don't know. I forgot what it is. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's in the chat room. I appreciate you. Those who are fans and those who are foes. I appreciate your opinion of me or what I hate. And I want to give you my gratitude and thanks, hey, for having me and inviting me over and over again and giving me the platform to talk and express my ideas on my mind. I appreciate you and God bless you, man. Thank you,
man.
God bless.
You too. Take care.
All right. Now you gotta get me out of here.
All right, man. You can quit or whatever.
I don't know how to do it.
I still actually have a few minutes, so I'm gonna just kind of close up shop with the people. Thank God this is over, says David in Ocala, Florida. You're a loser, Omar, says Pinocchio's helicopter. Wow. Harsh words.
That's bad. Yep.
American Anchor Baby is coming up. I don't know if you catch the Anchor Baby. I know you've called into his show before, Omar.
I'm gonna do later.
I encourage people to catch the American Anchor Baby. It's always great. He helps me with this technical stuff. He's the reason that I'm able to have guests on. And what's up, Mina? Nice to see you. Mina's over down under. We're listened to everywhere. Goethe, Jules Verne, nice to see you guys. Age of Inversion, and T Flying Monkey, 45. Thank you guys for joining. Let's get to. Oh no. We don't have any more time for calls. Oh, cool. He took off. Nice. This is Hake next to this. Okay, so let me just switch over to this thing. Guys. This has been a busy The Hake Report. I thank you for joining. Make sure you do catch Punchy TV. It was an excellent show yesterday. Oh, hold on. No, how do I do this? What in the world? There we go. Nice. It was an excellent show. Punchy. Well, I don't know. It was okay. But I got to get out of here. I have less than a minute left to get out of here. But I want to get out of here on time. Last quick comment. Someone called and wants Omar's thoughts on Larry Silverstein, the man behind the New World Trade Center. That'll have to be a question for another time. Let me just make sure that I have everything clear. 110 and never again. I personally disavow the 109 thing because where are those countries now? Yeah, some of them are Europe. And is Europe that great? Unless it's like one of those countries that's doing well nowadays. Don't tell me about the 109 countries. I disclaim that dog whistle. Shout out to the Jews. Peace in the Middle East. Or at least in your hearts. Maybe. All right? Take care, guys. American Anchor Baby coming up next. Bye.